Something strange.
Is that strange?
That is strange.
That is strange.
Wow, that is strange. This is strange.
Well, you can't nail them all, everybody. What is going on, Flex? We got another show, a Strange Sauna show, and it's Charlie Kirk part 2, bro. Because as soon as we got off last week, a slew of evidence came out, so-called evidence, the messages, the chats, the trans boyfriend, furry, he's making his own porno. There's a lot of stuff that just came out, bro. So I want to pick your brain on it. I want to pick everybody's brain on it. What do you think?
Well, I didn't hear about the porno part.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
I honestly, we had a little group chat after the show last week for about 3 hours. We were talking about quite a lot about this. And I was like, you know what? I'm taking a break from it. I don't know. Because I just thought it would just kind of disappear, but obviously not.
Dude.
And literally on the Telegram chat the next day, I put out why I thought my thoughts were in that video that I sent. And we'll talk about that today on some of the things that I was touching base on last week with my knowledge as an editor. And I could tell that shit was being manipulated. So there's a lot. There's a lot. There might even have to be a part 3.
Dude, there might. I mean, because this is a big ass event. This is like the George Floyd for the right. Like, honestly, this is like the pivotal moment, the turning point, no pun intended. But literally, I think that's what this was for. And whether or not Charlie died, everybody, can speculate if he's on an island somewhere. But I think that what the man that we know as Charlie Kirk, he is dead.
The character.
So regardless, everybody's going to consider him dead, and they're going to write laws based off it, like the Charlie Kirk Act. You know what I mean? I think that that's coming. There is where he died. They dug that up, and we'll get into that. But that has become the Charlie Kirk Memorial on Google Photos. So I'm just saying, like, this is a gigantic act. This is a big event, and everything is just screaming psyop to me.
I think every assassination is a psyop, because it's to shock people and push something forward and fake a lot of things. And, there's just a lot of fakery with all this. It just, I don't even know that's a word, but up here in Canada it is.
Hell yeah, dude.
In Canada, we call it fakery. But yeah, I'm just not falling for any of this. And as more things come out, folks, the more I just kind of shake my head and go like, when the left does this, we all go, there it is, I told you. But if the right was to have done this, to pass some laws, because it's the same bird. It's a two-sided coin. It's the same coin, folks. Like, it really is at this point. Like, I have zero faith on that. There's white hats and black hats. It's just one hat and it's a black. We not in it.
Right.
Not pulling out no white rabbit out of that hat. At this point, sorry.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's start with Erika Kirk. Okay. Miss Erika Kirk. And here she is doing the one-eyed symbolism on X, I guess. But so I don't know. People are just like pointing this out, blah, 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 blah. The symbolism that she has. It is what it is. You're going to find that wherever you go. But yeah. She put out this long video, and people found this suspicious because it's like days after her husband died. She dresses to the nines. She kind of comes out and she does this 14, 15 minute long video, the first video, right? And she's kind of explaining how you've opened up the fires or the pits of hell. Like, you guys don't know what you just did with this action. Like, you killing Charlie, you're going to spark this revolution type of movement,
Yeah. It was a creepy video,
Yeah.
And even not knowing what we know a little bit more now, it just, everything that she's done is really creeped me out. Like, why so fast? Why so, what's the word? The exposure and that video of her at the funeral. And I'm just like, what are we doing? And
Right.
you know, you always cross the hands over at the funeral and show the wedding ring.
Right.
They didn't
Yes.
do that.
Well, so
It's
check this
just-
out. Let's stick on this one
it's-
video first.
Yeah.
Let's stick on this
Sorry,
one
I'm
video
all over the place.
because like she came out. Oops. And here's a little snippet of it, but like this is the setting, right? So she like kind of goes in, and I don't know if this is where they do their podcast, because I know that she did kind of do a podcast with Charlie Kirk, right?
Right.
So, but she sets up this little kind of kiosk thing
Wow.
here. She says, "May Charlie be reached into the merciful arms of Jesus, or received, sorry, into the merciful arms of Jesus, our loving Savior." So let's just listen to this little clip here, okay? Oh, shoot. That is very quiet. Hold on. Here we go.
I still can't
Oh,
hear
you
it.
guys can't hear it? Shit. Hold on.
I can't.
Yep.
But,
No, you're right. Hold on just a second. I gotta connect this thing. Sorry.
That's okay.
Some
But while you're
preset
connecting that, like, look, folks, how quickly they got this poster or this thing printed up and ready to go.
Dude, yes.
The podium,
Dude,
everything.
everything.
Like
very quickly.
it's just very, very
Just like the
everything's
books on
very
Amazon,
quick.
right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
All right, here we go. We should be able to hear this. It's going to be a little quiet, but here we go.
They should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea. You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country. In this world, you have no idea. You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
Like a battle cry.
To everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die. It won't. I refuse to let that happen. It will not die.
Right. Okay. So on the surface, very sad. You know, I do think that she is mourning, but I also do think that there's just some weird stuff going on here, dude. Because like
I'm giving it an X to you, Greg. That's the worst acting I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm calling it out right now.
Okay, yeah, 'cause
That's the worst acting.
there is a lot of acting going on here, and she was on like an episode of like The Bachelor or something way back in the day. So
like,
somebody found a clip
Your
of that.
husband got assassinated, in the neck in front of everybody, and your kids are there, and you're that composed, and you're just.
Right.
I'd understand down the road if they had passed the law, and then she came out and did a speech, and she's had a few weeks or a month or so, not the next day, like, or whatever this is. Like, listen,
Yeah, 2 days.
she needs
in.
to stop. She needs to stop with this because it's making it. And if it is true, and your husband did get shot, you need to look how bad this looks, because there are even conservatives and MAGA people in the comments being like, this is a little too much. You know,
It is.
as quickly as it going. Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
so after that, she kind of posts this video, and this is the funeral video, right? Where she's at Charlie Kirk's dead body, apparently. We don't know. We just see the hands, but the hands look very waxy, like wax museum figure. And somebody was like, well, of course, you know, the discoloration is there. That matches dead body. You have like the waxing, the embalming. So after, you know, when they get the body prepared for a funeral, they will embalm it in a wax. So I'm like, okay, maybe. But as you alluded to, tradition has it that they keep the wedding band on the finger, and then they cross the hands.
Yep, left hand's always over the right hand to show the wedding band.
There you go. And
The suit jacket is buttoned all the way down. The last button wasn't buttoned. It was very sloppy.
right.
And listen, people can be embalmed and buried, have a funeral very quickly. My mom passed on a Wednesday. By Friday, we were at the funeral place. So it can be done. It can be done. I've seen some videos of some morticians who are saying, yeah, they didn't do a really good job with the makeup on the hands. It does look a little bad, you know, if it's not real. But for heaven's sakes, like, when that came out, I was kind of like, you
You're
know,
like, dude, this is something's going on.
this is
here.
your morning. This is just mourn it, like here, like just this. You don't need to post this.
I love you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I love you.
But here she is.
I love you. I love you. God bless you.
God bless you. Okay, we'll take a look. So, I mean, there's the hands. You know, there's
crazy,
still
man.
shots of her doing this, but like I want to focus because a lot of people are talking about the big G ring right here. You know what I mean? They're saying that this is what, Gucci or something.
It stands for got away with it. Yeah.
Yeah, or like the G in Freemasonry. People are trying to say right that kind of angle. I
But,
don't know.
Like his hands should be crossed over properly. Where's the wedding ring?
right.
The last button's not buttoned. So again, remember all these, they do all this to either mock us or to talk in code.
Well,
know?
yeah. I mean, there's
You
a
know?
lot of that. There's like it's like
I'm just like, what?
I don't know. I honestly don't know why you would even just do that because it's very intimate. You know, like if I were at and I get it, like Charlie Kirk is a big figure and maybe she has publicists around her saying, hey, you know, like you should do this. It's good for you. It's good for support. You'll get a lot of people rallying. They want to see you support your husband. You know what I mean?
Yeah, have some couth though. Have some couth. Like be like, no, I'm not gonna sit there and have me filmed. Someone had to frame that properly so you couldn't see his face. Put a pose, put your hashtags and post it. Like
Right.
tell me if anybody in the chat here has done that.
Yeah, I know.
Because I certainly didn't do that when my mom passed away or any friends passed away. Like no.
Right.
No.
Something else that people noticed was this little symbol on her hand.
Oh, I didn't even
And-
see that.
Yeah, if you look here real close, people say it looks like an omega sign, but I think it looks like the symbol for Saturn.
Oh,
Because you got this little upward kind of angle here, and then I only see a little dangle on this side, and this is a straight side. So this looks like Saturn to me, which the golden age,
didn't
who's
see
the
that.
god of the golden age? Saturn. You know, Trump's been talking about the return of the golden age. I have no idea how she got this symbol on her hand. Looks like maybe like a tattoo that was removed.
Or they've used makeup, or they've used a little AI to the AI folks and all this and everything that we're seeing. It is beyond our capacity to even understand what's being done. Like
I wouldn't be surprised.
I honestly think that her standing at that podium wasn't real. Trump's at the desk talking about Charlie Kirk wasn't real. Trump talked about that bag being thrown out of the White House was AI. So they've told us all this AI just in the last 30 days. And then all of a sudden we're coming into this here where we're like, what is real and what is not, you know? Like, I'm baffled because it's gotten really retarded. Like it just was like full retard.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
That's definitely
It's
one
just-
way to put it.
Yeah. I'm like, and or they thinking we're stupid and we're going along with this, you know, because the more they put out, the more we're finding huge discrepancies,
Oh yeah. So I
even
mean,
in their story.
so here's the video. I'll mute it, but as you watch the video, you can see the little Saturn symbol right there on her hand.
Yeah. I never even noticed that.
It's right there.
I noticed her nails and
Oh,
the
yeah.
rings,
Yeah.
and we don't see her face.
So I think that it's Saturn. I think that that's a hidden symbolism that they kind of put in your face. Because honestly, like, what do we know about Erika Kirk? We're assuming that both her and Charlie were good guys. They were on the side of the white hats. They were speaking truth. They were saying really good things, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if they were like truthers, so to speak, but like when I think of the hijacking of the truth movement, I would think of people like Charlie Kirk, Dan Bongino, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens.
If you're on air, TV, podcast, social media, you can say what these people are saying and nothing ever happens to you, minus what just happened up to this point.
Well, yeah, there you go.
You know, but let's be honest, like a Tate, like everyone you mentioned, Candace Owen, like they're all controlled oppositions.
Right.
All of them. You cannot, like you've said many times, Greg, if they wanted Trump dead, he'd be dead.
Exactly.
If they wanted anybody, these guys would be dead, they'd be dead.
Right.
You know, it's just not, it's not smart how they're doing this, because it's just causing more, like I think everyone's spidey senses are just up even more.
Right.
And there's a lot we can talk about today. There's a lot.
All right. Well, I do think that it's on purpose. And, you know, when we bring in the Israel kind of angle, we can kind of get there. But I do think that there is some sort of means to the end here. And
yes,
especially when you look at Congress and what they're doing. But like,
that's it, right? It's like
we kind of talked about this. So like,
yeah.
Charlie Kirk and George Floyd were born on the same day. Doesn't mean anything, or does it? Right? Because
wasn't he killed 33 days before his birthday?
Charlie Kirk, it was 33 days before like 9/11 or something, right?
9/11.
But
yeah.
I mean, the number 33 was everywhere on this. You know what I mean? So like, it took 33 hours for them to catch the killer. The guy had to drive 3.5 hours, so 3.3. You know, so like 3.5 hours to get to this place. I was listening to what's his nose, Kash Patel today.
Oh, please.
I know. More Kash Patel, the bullshit coming out of his mouth. But he was saying that because he had to testify, right? He had to testify in front of like a Senate hearing or whatnot, or House Republicans or not.
Is that very quick? I never saw any other, let's say, psyop or whatever we're talking about here, guys. I don't know what this is. Obviously, assassination. But within a week, they're doing hearings. Like usually, it takes months before they sit down. Like I feel this is rushed. It's like, what are we having hearings about? The evidence is still not really there, or is it?
Right. Well, no, I mean, and like the list of things that are missing, like where's the ballistics report? Where's the freaking autopsy? Like, we don't even have a bullet, everybody. And we're assuming that this guy got shot. Like, where is it?
Well,
what happened to the crime scene? Why were these guys allowed to go up and grab the camera footage? There was a clip that came out today.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That the guy that grabbed the camera?
Yes. Yeah, I sent you a couple videos on that. And what I want you guys to understand here is there's no police tape or police there. That's a crime scene.
Right.
Where's the police? Where's the people wearing the white suits? Where is the forensics people? Why did they take out the grass? I'll tell you why, because that's where the bullet is. The bullet didn't come from in front. The bullet came from another angle and it's lodged, and they're like, we're just going to tear the grass up. When is the last time that we can think that they came in so quickly on a crime scene and cleaned it up very quickly? Like big.
Didn't they?
I'll give you a hint.
Didn't they want to tear down a school?
It was September 2001.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
FBI came in and they were moving stuff right away, and they were sending a lot of the steel over to China before they can even be looked at.
Absolutely.
You know, this is the same thing. They came in and so where is the police tape? Where is the police?
Right. Well,
why is it not?
So,
there should be a tent. Sorry, Greg. There should be a tent over everything, so that way nothing gets disturbed if it rains and whatever. Because inside that tent there was a murder. They shouldn't have even moved the body, because apparently he died on impact.
Right. Well, so not only that, but like this guy, he took Charlie Kirk's chair and he used it to step up to grab this camera and take down the camera footage. Right. And so people were like, okay, why did you're messing with the evidence, all this other stuff. Right. And so this is Charlie's producer, Andrew Colvett, reveals longtime staffer retrieved the SD cards after the assassination, preventing them from being stolen. And so check this out. Listen to what he says. He gave them to the FBI because, like, that's a good thing to
Sure,
do.
they
So
did.
check this out.
That's what I mean. It's like
poor decisions. Like, really think about it.
if he's on the show, no, I don't even want to hear this guy.
Yeah, I know. Right here. Check it out.
Wait, just one other conspiracy theory I just want to snuff out here. One of our dear friends that literally from the very beginning started with us and loved Charlie like a brother. He grabbed the SD cards out of the camera afterwards. And there's all these conspiracy videos about, like, why did he grab the SD cards? Well, first of all, they're in the possession of the FBI. Okay.
Bad.
It's not like he took them and like ran off with them. Second of all, I asked him personally, I said, why did you do that? And he looked at me and this was his answer. He said,
listen to this.
Because I know people can be evil.
That was the answer, dude. Because I know people can be evil. Just watch him say that again.
Because I know people can be evil. And he did not want that footage being grabbed by somebody. There was videos of people after the incident going and stealing hats off the table. I mean, so I'm so grateful he did that.
Okay. So
no, hats are being stolen off the table because there's no police presence. They didn't lock down the crime scene.
There were 6 cops there, dude. 6 cops, the entire thing, and no ambulance. There was over 3,000 people at this event. Typical, standard, you'd have one ambulance if there's more than 1,000 people.
You have to listen. We have events in Toronto, and I know when they do their running event and stuff like that, are down there, and there's more than 300 to 500 people. Let's just say, I'm not sure the exact number. Insurance-wise, you have to have an ambulance there, EMTs, just for things like heat stroke or whatever. So yeah, like there's no ambulance there.
You know what?
There's a lot of people. Yeah,
I looked it up on Grok. I was like, why was there no ambulance at the Charlie Kirk event where he got shot? And it said the cost. It said it cost $10,000 to have an ambulance on standby, and they didn't want to pay that. And I was like, that is bullshit, man. This company makes millions of dollars a year. It's like, that's pennies to them.
You'd have to have insurance. Like there's probably let's think about it. If anybody in the audience got hurt, that family could sue, being like, where was the medical attention?
Mm-hmm.
Someone falls, hurts themselves. It's a stampede, people running from the gunshot, and going back to the camera, a lot of people are thinking, and listen, this is the technology they have. What happens if the camera was the gun?
Well, yeah, I've seen videos on that.
And that's why they're taking the grass out, because the bullet would have gone down through his neck and into the grass.
Mm-hmm. See, he grabs the chair.
I just
and this guy was there with Charlie before the event. I saw him in all the pre-event where Charlie's throwing out the hats.
You're fucking around with the crime scene. Right. Sorry, you're fucking around the crime scene.
He is. And right here, check this out. When he removes...
he looks how he looks.
Here, I'm going to get us out of the way, but he looks around. He looks
suspicious. He's like, oh, come on. Where's the police tape?
Right? He's like, I got to open up this camera, take out the SD cards.
This guy behind him wandering around, a guy on his phone. You just had someone get shot, and everyone's just standing right where he is. That's all evidence. Everywhere, from wall to wall, all the way to where the shooter could have been, to where the shooter might have been, because they say it could have come from the side.
Right.
That's evidence. You got to lock that shit up.
It's the same thing that happened at the Trump shooting, dude.
Yes.
Just gone and gone and gone. Wipe it. Get the body out of here. Take him to the airport. Put him in a SUV. Let's take him away. Really? I tried to look up who was the I found out where the hospital was that they took Charlie Kirk. I wanted to know who the physician was that worked on him. That's not even out.
I thought you were going to say the same person that did Epstein.
It was Dr. Oz. No, I'm just kidding.
A doctor or the Obama's chef.
Yeah, it was Obama's chef guy. Whatever, he went missing.
There is a lot here with just how they handled the situation afterwards. Procedures that have not happened,
mm-hmm.
And immediately you're just going straight to conjecture. This is how it happened. This guy changed in his clothes, out of his clothes, back in his clothes, assembled the gun, disassembled the gun, put it in a box,
Dude.
went home, told his pastor. His pastor said, tell your dad, you know, this is all
Right. The timeline makes no sense. The timeline makes absolutely no. And listen to this clip. This is the this is the governor of Utah. And somebody asked him, like, hey, just to kind of clarify the clothing change, can you let us know how exactly this went down? And just listen to his freaking response, dude.
Look at Cash,
and look at Cash Patel in the background too. Here, I'm gonna have to rewind this here. So check this out. Here we go.
This is nonsense.
Actually, hold on. Just let me see if we can.
And do you also have the video on Cash saying we have the watch now? See you in
dude.
Valhalla.
Yeah, I made a video on that. We can play that here in a little bit. So I'm gonna pull us back in and then play this. So here we go.
Nuts.
Could you just clarify the clothing issue you mentioned earlier? Was he changing outfits?
Correct.
Could you just clarify this?
Yes. So when he's first spotted on campus, he has different clothing on, and then he changes clothing on the roof, and then changed back into that clothing at some point, so that when he was apprehended, when he was arrested, the clothing matched the clothing he had on before the shooting here at UVU.
Oh my God! Like Cash Patel's like, shut the hell up! You sound like a bumbling idiot. Like literally, like the clothing he had on, he took it off on the roof and then he changed it. I was like, all in a matter of like less than a minute, bro. And he took the gun apart.
And he took the gun apart and climbed down and put the gun back together and left it in a box in the forest.
Yeah.
Like, as Richard said, folks, they're all think we're stupid. Yeah. Like, let's please look at this objectively.
Yes.
You know, if he did get shot, they're covering up who shot him, which Greg and I will chat about as well. It's just kind of like you've cleared out all the evidence. You're digging up grass. You know, if he did get shot from the side or from behind, that bullet would be down in the ground. You know, and it's just like they're moving at such a fast pace. I'm like, ugh. I don't know.
Sorry, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I do want to revisit this whole funeral thing because, like, this is a video that I shared on Telegram. And it kind of shows like the proper way to fold the hands over the body, right? And he has like this guy and he's talking about casket positions and he has a dummy in there, right? And so he's going to kind of tell you how things should go here, all right? Oh, shoot, that's really, really low. Why is that?
How a decedent is positioned in a casket.
Okay.
The head is tilted 15 degrees to
well, you can't hear it, but he's saying like the head should be tilted, right?
Big toe.
Lined up with the right big toe. But he says right here, the hands should be crossed to show the wedding band.
That's your fun funeral fact.
Fun funeral fact, right? And then like, I can't get over how weird that video was. I mean, I saw Whitney in the chat. She's like, if somebody came in and recorded me with like what I had to go through, like I'd freaking throw down, bro.
Well, that's what I mean. And it's set up perfectly. It's set up perfectly. Fingers manicured. She's got the rings on. What she's saying, you know, it's just like that's a moment between you and your husband. Like, what the fuck? Honest to God. Like, I just that threw me off more than her speech afterwards. You know, the speech part could have been, you know, you're right, like you said, Greg. Get out there. Let's push this. We don't want the branding of his company to disappear, but even that quickly, like there's so many people, like politicians, the Queen. Did they have their casket open and had people filming the husband or the wife? Like, no.
But even George Floyd, think about George Floyd. It was a closed casket and it was gold.
Because he's still alive. George is, George is still alive, man.
Well, so here's the thing is Charlie Kirk's funeral is coming up. And I heard that it's coming up on like a solstice. Like the fall or the spring or what is it?
Fall equinox?
The fall equinox. Ooh. So.
But you know, they get hard-ons on this shit. You want to talk limp or hard? They go hard with this shit, guys. To us, it means nothing, but it's like, no, we have to have a assassination on this date, this moon, this time, whatever. I'm like, all right.
So here's Google Maps right now. It's showing the place where Charlie Kirk got shot as the Charlie Kirk Memorial. They've renamed it the Charlie Kirk Memorial. It's weird. Or Maro. Wait, that's misspelled.
That's misspelled.
Maromial. Weird. Yeah, somebody pointed it out right here. Maromial. Interesting.
Maruri. Okay.
Okay, well, Google sucks, so not surprised there.
Hold on, but is that code? Because remember Trump? We said his name twice. So
oh yeah, misspelling matters, huh?
He misspells all the time because they're talking in code. Fuck
true.
the code right now, man. Like this really, really, really divided people even more.
Yep.
And this was horrific. Real
well,
or
right
not,
here
it was horrific.
we have the workers at UVU ripping up the grass where Charlie Kirk was shot to make it beautiful again.
That's a crime scene. That's a crime scene for at least a week.
Yeah, they're just digging it up, bro. Look.
Wow. They're just doing a 9/11. Let's terrorize people with imagery and just move on.
I want to know what this looks like afterwards to see if they have any 9/11 kind of symbolism there.
Oh, for sure, Greg. Good point.
You know what I mean?
They're just going to have a big Freemason G on there.
Oh, yeah.
And say it stands for God and everyone will believe it.
I know, they do. They'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, that's right.
So Danielson says the funeral's on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well,
which is the 21st. Equinox of September 21st. This is what Richard is saying. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's why there's going to be a part 3 because there's going to be lots of videos and we'll have to go down. This is not even a rabbit hole. Like it's not a rabbit hole. There's no hole.
Right. Just looking at the stuff that we can objectively ask is like, where is this camera footage? Apparently it's with the FBI. This is like right behind Charlie Kirk, and you're saying maybe that was like a gun or something. Somebody was pointing that out. Right? And so like this is just some footage after the shooting. There's one cop there walking around, but look, they're literally just like stomping through this. That guy takes down
that guy with the camera shouldn't even be in there.
Yeah, he's walking all over the bloody ground.
This guy here is eating chips. What's he eating?
I don't know.
His hand in something.
He's like, damn, all this running around panicking got me hungry.
Absolute bullshit. That's not a crime scene.
Safety team is here.
Oh.
I just heard.
And did you see about the trap door that they found? And people are like,
what?
Yeah, dude, there was like some sort of like opening. There was a hole.
What the heck? Where? Under Charlie?
Yeah, like in the ground where they actually have where Charlie was. There's a opening there. People are like, is that a trap door for Charlie to jump down into?
Well, we kind of saw him slump over, or did we? Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it in Telegram. I know.
So what I had posted in Telegram last week, guys, was the day after our show is I don't understand. I was racking my brain as to why they would rotoscope and mask around him. That's why it gets blurry just around him. Greg, I sent you a video on Instagram that I screen grabbed.
Okay.
And they're talking about how the camera behind him shot him. I'm not looking at that. I'm just looking at how around Charlie's head, there's a white little line. I think they purposely messed with it to show that what he got was an exit wound, not an entrance wound. So I think, and the reason why I'm saying that now is it makes sense. They messed with the footage. And if they're telling us the TV and social media, it was from in front, we know to look elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which could be behind or the side. Yeah.
So here's that video, or here's that trap door that I was talking about in the grassy area where Charlie Kirk was shot. And then here's like
that's code for meaning
video.
He's underground, Greg. It's
they built the tunnels.
They're telling us that he's underground and in Valhalla, or wherever that place is. That
he went to Valhalla.
We got the watch, bro. We got the watch. What does that even mean? We got the watch.
I guess it's a common phrase. I don't know.
Is
how
it?
common
I've never
that
heard
is.
that. I was like, whose watch do you have?
People are like, obviously, you don't follow the military. You know nothing about it. I'm like, okay.
I don't. So don't need to be mean to me. Just say, hey, it's a military thing. All right.
Yeah. The memes were great on that, though. Like, Kash Patel as a Viking.
Oh, that dude. It's I shouldn't be laughing. Actually, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
actually
know
don't.
anymore?
I really don't know. I really don't even know if he's dead. Like when they were taking him to the car, there was no trail of blood. There was no blood on anybody, just on him. They threw him in the back seat. There
you go, dude.
To my friend Charlie Kirk.
I don't know why this is so quiet.
Rest now, brother. We have the watch. And I'll see you in Valhalla.
Dressed up like a freaking Viking. So I'll see you in Valhalla.
Really bad movie.
Valhalla is, obviously like the, Norse religious. It's like heaven, where like Norse mythology.
Yeah,
but like,
or like the video you posted.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So let's do some self promotion here.
Hell yeah.
The video that I posted got like 6 million views.
What?
Yeah.
6 million views and you didn't text me and tell me?
Well, I was going to tell you about this before we went live, but yeah, it's around 6 million views here. So
is that technically viral? What's considered viral?
That's mega viral there, bro. So here is, well, I guess we can watch this on here. So yeah, this is a video that I put up talking about Kash Patel.
Clone, by the way.
Yeah, well, Kash Patel said something about, Valhalla. I'll see you in Valhalla. Mm-hmm. But look at the picture on Tyler Robinson's computer. And this is a picture that was put out by the FBI. So check this out.
Getting weirder and weirder. So right at the end of this press conference where Kash Patel announces that they caught Charlie Kirk's killer, Tyler Robinson, Kash Patel ends it with Charlie Kirk, I'll see you in Valhalla.
Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk. Rest now, brother. We have the watch. And I'll see you in Valhalla.
Now, what's interesting is that one of the pictures that they put out of Tyler Robinson shows Tyler Robinson in his bedroom next to his computer. On the computer is a picture of an island. That island is called Goat Island, and it's located in New Zealand, that has a retreat called Valhalla. Isn't that weird? That's just weird.
Yes.
That is very weird. Yes, Greg. I agree with myself.
That's Greg's clone, by the way. That's AI.
That was my clone.
See, that's AI, Greg, and you didn't know it unless I told you, folks.
There we go. Yeah, so I mean, people were sharing that, going like, "Whoa, mind blown!" Really, like, why would the FBI release a photo of Tyler Robinson, who, like, we all know wasn't the killer? I mean, can we agree that this is not the same person?
Hands up in the chat.
Oh shit!
Agree with us.
Sorry about
that. If you
that.
agree with us, give us a hands up.
This is not the same person. The guy that they caught on the security film is not Tyler Robinson. The nose, the lips, the ears, nothing matches. Right? So Tyler Robinson did not kill Charlie Kirk. I'm just going to come out there and say it. But like,
say it, brother. Preach it. Preach it.
So they're setting this guy up as a patsy, and everybody's going, so who actually did kill him? Or did he actually die? Or did he just go to the Valhalla retreat and all this stuff? Now people are saying like, whoa. There's tons of places called Valhalla. This is just like a rental home. You can rent it like a Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? And like, I looked at the website and it was booked for the next 2 weeks. And I was like, it's kind of interesting, but like, I think it's probably booked a lot too. So probably nothing. But like, what are the odds that the FBI's photo has a picture of Goat Island, and then all of us, like, Kash Patel says Valhalla, I'll see you in Valhalla, out of nowhere?
There's a lot of things he could have said that wouldn't have really raised suspicions. Just like when they said 36 hours and they corrected themselves and said, sorry, 33 hours.
No, he said to be like, God, what was this phrase? He was like, within 36 hours, specifically 33. And he literally like pinpointed that.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, that is clearly a symbolic kind of gesture.
And I think the Valhalla comment was the same way. They're saying it out there as a hint, code.
Yeah.
To have us talk about it a week later, like they're feeding us like alley-oops here. Greg and I are dunking today because this is easy shit. This is easy.
Or is it all on
To take
purpose?
apart.
Is it a big psyop and they know that we're going to find
Well-
this shit and just talk about it, and it's going to distract them
Yeah.
or distract us from the things that Congress will pass underneath our nose.
That is what this is about. If we can divide people, scare the shit out of them, really put an image in their head, just like 9/11, where you can't get your image out of your head, and at the same time pass laws. And didn't the Congress vote against releasing the Epstein files on that Friday or that Thursday?
Yeah. No, like the same
So,
day that Charlie Kirk got
the
shot
same
and killed.
day. So it's like you're not going to let any of this go to waste. Even though it looks like they're not patient, they strategically are like, we need these 5 things to happen from this.
Right.
And the big one is what's going on with Congress.
Yeah, dude. So Kash Patel had to testify. Honestly, I should know exactly what this was, but he went in front of the House. It was like some sort of committee. Testify. It was a House Oversight Committee. Okay. Now
Yeah.
here's a clip. I want you to listen to this and listen for that number 33 because it's coming. He keeps on bringing it, bro. I noticed. I was like, ooh, I got to find that clip and isolate this. So check this out. This is another example of Kash Patel.
That
He
doesn't
has
even
to-
look like him.
He has to throw it out. Yeah, so this guy's accusing him of protecting pedophiles, which he is. So here we go.
Why are you hiding pedophiles? Why are you shielding pedophiles? Why are you protecting pedophiles?
That is maybe the most offensive thing you could say to me, given the numbers.
Well, you have not released
Given
the
the
Epstein
numbers
files
of pedophiles.
You are aware of
we
the
have
Epstein
arrested-
client list that was published in the 18,000.
The gentleman has expired. The gentleman yields back.
Can I answer the question?
Can I just respond?
Of course, the gentleman can answer the question.
Since I took over the FBI, there has been a 33% increase.
Sir, all of that started under Christopher
Your
Wray.
time is done.
No, it didn't.
The witness gets to
All of
answer
that
the
started
question,
under
and then
the
we'll go to our
previous
next.
FBI director, sir.
33.
And you're coming in here trying to take credit for something that a previous director
Gentlemen.
instituted and largely.
God, these are a bunch of children, dude. Children run
Well-
our country.
Yeah, and I've seen it in our parliament as well, where it's just like this is absolutely it's like Lord of the Rings. So not Lord of the Flies. It's like Lord of the Flies here, you know?
Right. Here it
Just
is.
the whole voting system and not listening to each other.
But it is right here. 4,000 child victims identified, 33% increase this year. That's what Kash Patel was referring to. 33% increase in identifying child victims. 33. It's just everywhere, bro. Like they have to throw it in your face.
Yeah.
Like it's completely obvious to me. And you know, why? Why did they do that? Is it to like, and I always wonder this, like, are the Freemasons like the scapegoat for these people?
Could be.
Is it like, hey, everybody knows the Freemasons are kind of freaky deaky, so let's just throw them under the bus?
Yeah.
I mean, they're full of secrets.
Yeah.
We'll just have everybody assume that they run the world and all this stuff. And hey,
Yeah.
maybe they do, maybe they don't. But like, damn, there sure is a lot of symbolism around all these events with 33, right? I don't know.
And why? Because all it really does is get our side of the line talking about it and go, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is.
Right.
And I think by putting it in, even if it's not a real number, if even they just throw it in, it's either mocking us, because at this point it's too obvious. Like before they would hide it. Like when you watch old movies and stuff like that, and even before 2020, it was hidden. You didn't see it. Now it's like every conversation, every press conference, every news thing, that number comes up. And it's kind of like, I think they're just mocking us. I really think they're mocking us.
Well,
they're like, what are you guys going to do?
And
we're
you
not
know
going to do
what?
anything about it.
That's why I do think that Charlie Kirk actually really died, because they need one. I think like the blood sacrifice means something to these people. And I think that like, and when I say, when I say these people, I don't know who that is. I'm just going to be honest, but I think it's somebody who is at a spiritual level believes in blood sacrifices to get something that they want. So whoever that is, whoever believes that, like they need to slit the throat of a sacrifice in order to make something come to fruition, I would say those people probably believe in this kind of stuff. People who believe in like gematria, numbers, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I know we'll have people in the chat or people watching this being like, who cares about their numbers? And it's like, it means a lot to them. And them rule the world, unfortunately. Them are the ones that do these psyops. This was a black ops operation. Don't know who did it. It wasn't that kid. There could have been multiple people with angles ready to take him out, and they just went with the best angle. They went in and messed around with the footage, so you can't tell where the where the impact was and everything like that. So, and like I said last week, sorry folks, didn't mean to cough there. We're never gonna know.
Right.
We're never gonna know. We really aren't gonna know. We don't know anything.
Right.
Nothing. We really don't know anything about 9/11, and that's been 24 years or 25 years.
But that doesn't mean that people aren't going to buy it, because we're never going to know it, but we're always going to ask why, because the number one thing that people can't get past is breaking down the gun, storing it in the backpack. How did he get the gun there? He's seen bending his legs on the stairs. This Tyler Robinson, even though this is not Tyler Robinson. I have a couple videos where this guy kind of breaks down disassembling the rifle. And he's like, this is how hard it is. And this is how it doesn't fit in a backpack.
While changing clothes for the second time.
Right. So here, this is just kind of funny. Here we go.
On this episode of You Might Be a Dumb Motherfucker, this is my rifle. It takes two different tools to take it apart. It takes a Torx key and an Allen key. Now, if I take a shot and immediately disassemble this, I have to remove the bolt, remove the magazine, grab my Allen key, hit the two bolts on the bottom, put those away in the Allen key, grab my Torx key, remove the scope, put everything in the backpack, make sure I have everything, and make my way downtown. Okay, which is going to take a lot longer for him than it is for me, especially because his fine-tuned motor function, something as simple as grabbing an Allen key to a little bolt, is going to be extremely impaired due to a dump of adrenaline throughout his bloodstream. An extreme elevated heart rate is going to make these fine-tuned skills extremely difficult. I mean, just for him to think and analyze of what needs to be done to disassemble this rifle and get away would be difficult. And we're not even going to touch the topic of him assembling the rifle on top of the roof, which if you reassemble a rifle and you take a cold dead shot, it's not going to be 100% accurate.
So right there, if you have to reassemble a rifle with the scope, it's not going to be 100% accurate because you have to zero the scope, right?
Yes.
You have to realign the scope so that way it is shooting where you want it to shoot.
And it's a good point what he said about adrenaline too, right? Like trying to, like, this young kid is not sitting there shaking, going, "Oh my God, I just did it." Like, come on.
Right.
You know,
here's him trying to put, this is the same guy trying to put the pieces of the rifle into this backpack, which he claims this is like a huge backpack. Looks pretty big to me. So here we go.
Backpack, and this is a gigantic backpack. Shout out Wolfpack, best backpacks on the fucking planet. Anyways, as you can see, this barrel broken down does not fit in this backpack, and this is a big boy, way bigger than the one that he was carrying. Okay, I put the rifle stock in here, and guess what? It doesn't fit. It sticks out. Now let's just say, for sake of argument, that he put these in his pant leg and he was walking. These are still so long broken down that he would not be able to walk straight. He wouldn't be able to bend his legs. Doesn't make fucking sense.
Doesn't make fucking sense, you guys. And he's seen here bending his legs. And think about him falling off the roof. Like, he would definitely bend his legs jumping off the roof. You'd rip a hole in your pants or you'd break your fucking leg. You know what I mean?
You do a lot of damage to yourself. You know, just even like a sprained ankle.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, the gun, that whole timeline makes zero sense. And that's why people should be asking questions.
While undressing.
Yes.
Like, it's just like
there's no way. There's no way. And that's why people need to ask questions.
I don't know why they're making it look this stupid. This is like 9/11. They should have learned from 9/11. They did too much on 9/11, which made us raise our eyebrows. Like, put the planes in the building, but that you have to have both buildings collapse. You should have had one building kind of just tip over, and the Pentagon and all that. Like, I think they should have realized, like, they bit too much off of that. If it was just planes in the building whatever, boom. The longer time went and we pieced things together, we realized this is actually insanely stupid. This is over years. Within a week, where they're like bit off more than they can chew. Like, don't tell us he took his clothes off, then put them on, then put them back on, and that he disassembled a rifle. Like, why are you giving us all that information? Like, their script writers have to be better, because it really doesn't make any sense in such a short period of time.
Right.
It's not like it's years later, Greg, where we're like 2 years, 3 years later, there's been like a report that's come out, and we're like, now, like, they're just like, say this to the people because we have the right now calling for the blood of the left.
Exactly.
And Jimmy
Dude, there's
Jimmy
so many
Kimmel
angles you can take this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Lydia,
there's a lot.
but like the gun, just sticking on the gun, just the gun alone, that should be enough to where people just go, I don't fucking believe you. I don't believe anything that you're saying, Kash Patel. I don't think anybody should like stick up for this. I don't think anybody should just like move on. I think that this is the number one thing where you can look at it logically and you can say,
yes,
hey, they're lying to you. I mean, clear and simple. Lydia says reassembling the gun is the real crazy part. Yes, like reassembling the gun before he leaves, like that's not easy to do. You're pumped full of adrenaline. Yeah, why would you do that? Leave it in a box?
But really, like the one side, the right has to look at this and go, and the left too, like use your discernment here. Like this is absolutely makes zero sense.
Well, so here's what I want to do is I want to say, okay, well, why would they make this look so sloppy? Just like the Trump assassination, right?
Yeah.
They want you to think a certain thing. They want you to know that somebody else did this. That's my theory is they want you to think someone else did this, get those gears grinding, and then they have the social media influencers out there to pull you into a certain direction to think like, hey, Israel did it. Hey, the CIA did it. Hey, it was somebody like a far lefty trans person did it, right?
Yeah. Like Israel came out right away and said, we didn't do this.
Dude,
and
very
I'm
strange.
Sitting there saying, are you saying it because you did do it or you didn't do it? Like very strange. Both Israeli president and Trump almost at the exact same time came out. And it's just like,
well, yeah, they said like their condolences or like they heard like blah, 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 prayers for Charlie Kirk. But like Bibi Netanyahu had a 2-minute video explaining how he didn't kill Charlie Kirk. Like you shouldn't have to do that, especially a leader of a country. Like that's insane.
Like putting up the gang signs. We didn't do it. Ho, your own country did it. And then US would say to them, no, you did do it. And that's why I don't think we're ever going to find out. This is going to be something that will be in the record books. Like JFK, 20 years from now, we're going to find that there wasn't a lone shooter. There was two. With JFK, we'll find something else. And we have to be okay with that, folks. Like we can't get angry at the fact that we're not going to know because we're not.
Well, so here is Bibi Netanyahu. This is Jake Shields. He says, I've never once felt the need to make a video explaining that I didn't kill someone. Have you?
Bigger the lie, the faster it will spread. Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. This is insane. It is false. It is outrageous. Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization. Charlie loved Israel. He loved the Jewish people. He told me so in a letter that he sent me just a few months ago. One of my greatest joys as a Christian, he said, is advocating for Israel and forming alliances with Jews to protect Judeo-Christian civilization. He encouraged me to make the case directly to the American people about how vital Israel is to U.S. national security. He told me, the Holy Land is so important to my life, it pains me to see support for Israel slip away.
Okay, I'm going to stop it. But hey, how he ends it. And you notice how he said, like, Charlie told me that Israel is like crucial for America's defense and stuff like that, like the defense contractors. And at the end, he says, like, Charlie deserves blah, 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 not conspiracies or something like that, right? Not lies. And so where this is going is like Congress, during that House Oversight Committee with Kash Patel, Congress was focusing in on conspiracies that are spreading around Israel, Charlie Kirk, and they want the FBI to do something about it. And that is where Kash Patel himself is even coming out saying like, hey, yeah, we're gonna do something about it. I want to actually get in with social media companies. And so like, first clip I want to play. This is Democrat Jared Moskowski, and Kash agrees with him to push censorship on Americans on social media who share conspiracy theories about Israel. And this is the Section 230 stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
No, there are extremes on the left, and there are extremes on the right. And we collectively should tackle that. But to come here and just look at us and say we all support what's going on in the extremes is why we can't solve anything in this building. Director, let me say first, thank you for being here, and my condolences on the loss of your friend. And I'm happy to hear that you want to do more on the social media platforms. Okay? It's crazy what's going on the social media platforms. There are so many conspiracy theories on what's going on with Charlie Kirk. Israel assassinated him, right? There are conspiracy theories about your personal social life all day. It is totally rampant. Big names on the right, Candace Owens, right? Talking about how what's been released as far as the dialogue between the perpetrator and his roommate is manufactured by the FBI, manufactured by the administration. It is totally rampant, allowing foreign governments to just perpetrate these platforms, all of these bots, all of the time to weaponize Americans. You see what's going on here? This is a byproduct of all of that. What's going on in the streets is a byproduct of all of that. What's happening is you see people celebrate Luigi Mangione is a byproduct of all of that. And so if we want to do something, then we should talk about Section 230. We should talk about how we're going to make sure that we don't let foreign governments poison our children's mind. And so I will work with you on that, Director.
I'll work with you on 230 any day.
Any
problem.
day.
So now.
Any day, he says. But he was talking about people are questioning the FBI. You know, they think that you fabricated this whole conversation of the text string between the shooter and his trans lover. It's because they did. I mean, clearly, no one talks like that.
They have fabricated everything, in my opinion. And there's nothing you can do to change my mind on that because you've been doing it throughout the history. It's just the same history playbook they do with everything.
Right.
And that's why it's kind of like, it's fun. It's not fun, but it's just entertainment for us to be like, look at this, look at that. Where do you come from? And that's what they want. They want us just talking about it while behind they're changing free speech laws.
Right. But
get rid of Jimmy Kimball.
Have you read these like text exchanges between?
I did see a video on it. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Look at this. Like he basically comes out and says, I'm the one who killed him. He said, I'm waiting for my gun. So it's like, okay, there's the confession. There's the murder weapon. Oh, done and done. FBI needs to look no further. Right. It's like so freaking convenient. Like, get out of here, please. But like, who talks like this? Robinson, I'm still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Orem is I think the city.
Oh.
Shouldn't be long until I come home, but I gotta grab my rifle still. To be honest, I hope to keep this a secret until I died of old age. I'm sorry to involve you. The roommate. You weren't the one who did it, right? Robinson. I am. I'm sorry. Roommate. I thought they had caught the person. Robinson. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle, but then from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. Like, all of this, like, it just reads like a novel. It's like ChatGPT wrote it, right?
I was just about to say, it reads like AI. It reads like chat wrote it. Definitely.
And then, like, the only thing that he's worried about is my old man Like, I'm worried that what my old man would do if I didn't bring back grandpa's rifle. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing you're worried about. And he said that he left it wrapped in a towel. And then they talked about the engravings on the bullets down here. The fucking messages are mostly a big meme. If I see notices bulge UWU on Fox News, I might have a stroke. Right? And then, like, delete this exchange. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know where this was sent from. Who was the cell phone provider? Right? What was the day?
Well,
what was
that's
the
a good
time?
point. Horizon, Sprint, AT&T, they talked about, yes, the phone pinged him to be in the area. Like,
Yeah.
there's none, they have not disclosed any of that. They just told us, guy in the roof, this kid shot him.
So this
ran
guy,
away.
this guy asked ChatGPT. Here, I'll get us out of the way so you can read it. He asked, I put the alleged text exchange between Tyler Robinson and his transgender lover into ChatGPT and asked it if it seemed real and genuine. ChatGPT says the texts are, quote, most likely fabricated, unquote, far too detailed and too incriminating to be real. So AI is saying this is fake. All of these things are fake, dude. But the question is why?
Hashtag fake to awake. I don't know. It's to get us distracted while they're doing other stuff behind the scenes. That's basically it. Division, which now there really is division between the left and the right, and scare the shit out of people, traumatize them. Division, and behind the scenes, you're doing like another Patriot Act 2.0 type of thing.
There you go. So it's the problem, reaction, solution, right?
I couldn't remember that.
We have the Hegelian dialectic. We have the problem right now. These conspiracies about Israel, the conspiracies about not trusting our FBI, they're going rampant all over the internet. You have Candace Owens spreading all of them. We are kind of spreading them. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't trust the FBI. I don't trust what they're saying. I don't think that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. I think someone else did. But they want us to talk about this because they know that it will allow them to clamp down on us.
On something.
Yes, on free speech. And that's where a lot of this is going.
And down the road, if they try to take guns away from trans, then that's one step forward to say now we can take it away from regular, I don't know what the other word is.
Or just MAGA. I mean,
MAGA.
Who comes in after Trump, right? If it's a far leftist, what if it's AOC? And she's going, look what MAGA did to this country. And then you have a bunch of false flag shootings that hey, that gives us the emotion and the motive and the come togetherness, the galvanization to vote to remove guns. And that's what they're doing. All of this trans stuff. I just saw another thing today, there was a trans person who attacked a judge. Turns out that they were trans. I'm like, oh, of course they were. The trends are to make you think a certain way. Mm-hmm. It's not because it's true. It's because they want you to think it's true.
It's a trend.
Yes.
It's a trend. It's gaslighting. It's a psyop,
Yeah, and it's data manipulation. That's what it is.
Yeah. And now with AI, guys, we'll never know. We'll never know. I know AI is not good with lips and teeth and fingers, but I personally think they have these videos out there purposely really bad. Like with Trump sitting there and his pinky disappears. I think the technology they're using on us, the real stuff.
Right.
Maybe Biden was AI for half his presidency. Maybe Trump is AI if he's in Cheyenne Mountain locked away, cutting those Nassar Jassara checks. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
I'm just saying. I'm waiting for my check.
You're on high hopes, aren't you?
Aren't I? Damn it.
Well, dude, so here's another thing that I wanted to play. This is kind of a longer clip. This is a 4-minute clip, but it's talking about, it's Lindsey Graham, and it's from that House Intelligence Committee, whatever the hell. And he's talking to Kash Patel about getting access to these encrypted messaging apps and how the FBI needs to get more access and kind of be in there and know what's going on more. Right? So they're using Charlie Kirk's murder to bring in these draconian laws and ideas, and you know what I mean? And our Congress is talking about it. So that means that ideas are brewing and they're going to vote on it soon. So let me... and
again, within 1 week, they're talking about it. It's not like time has passed. It's very quick.
That's how these things work, man. Emotions. All right. So here we go.
So after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there seems to be one refrain from everybody.
Let me pause it real quick. Can you hear that?
I can.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
It's a little low, but it's okay.
Okay. Social media. Do you believe that social media is one of the instruments radicalizing America and inciting violence?
Well, it's not. My belief is based on the data, and the data shows that social media is wildly out of control when it comes to radicalizing.
You're dead right. So what did you just say? This guy's the FBI director. He says that social media is wildly out of control. Now, free speech, we all agree with that, but you can't yell fire in the theater, right?
Yes, sir.
Free speech doesn't allow you to go online and groom a child for sexual...
No, it does not.
Okay. Free speech doesn't allow you to go on the internet and basically incite somebody to kill another person, right?
Absolutely not.
So if it's illegal offline, it should be illegal online. Agreed? Whatever the law is.
Yes, sir.
Just because you're online doesn't give you a get out of jail free card.
No, sir.
So if a parent is worried about a child being bullied on a website, what rights do they have under U.S. law?
We have to balance the rights, as you said, Senator, of free speech versus those that encroach
Is there
upon
any
violence.
law that can shut down one of these sites for bullying children or allowing sexual predators on the site?
We are able to attack certain sites on the dark web. When it comes to the open internet infrastructure system, we have to reach a threshold to attack a company's position that only subscribes to violence.
Can the parents sue that company?
They can.
They can?
They can sue not the social media companies.
That's what I'm talking about.
They can sue the companies.
No, I'm talking about the social media company that gives lives to this behavior.
No, you're referring to Section 230, sir.
Yeah. Would you advocate a sunsetting of Section 230 to bring more liability to the companies who send this stuff out?
I've advocated for that for years.
All right. We need to do this, folks.
That's where it's going.
These companies are taking content that it makes you sick, that could get you killed, get you poisoned. And
okay. Let me just stop right there. They can get you sick, get you killed, get you poisoned. Social media companies did that. Just saying, we went through the plague of 2020. Think about that in the back of your head, everybody, because he's thinking that they have all the answers to keep you healthy and not sick.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I don't want to continue to play this because I can't stand Lindsay. But like Kash Patel goes on to say, like, he is going to increase the FBI's role in monitoring social media for radicalization and threats. And yeah, he wants the FBI to have greater access to monitor and act on cyber threats. But what is a threat? How do they define threat? Is it you?
Yeah.
Is it us talking about how the FBI is making up this whole story? Is that a threat? Don't know. It depends on who defines it.
The threat is what we're doing, Greg. Social media and people putting a spotlight on all the inconsistencies and on everything. And if they can shut that down, you know, you can't say anything about Israel, can't say anything about Black Lives Matter, can't say anything about MAGA. It goes along with that. Can't say anything about the left. Can't say shit about anything.
Well, dude, and here's what happened. So Jimmy Kimmel got kicked off for supposedly making fun of the whole Charlie Kirk, event, right? And whatever, it's their company, they can do whatever they want, but free speech, right? Jimmy Kimmel is an asshole. Fuck him. But he's allowed to say what he wants to say. I mean, it is what it is. Like, facts don't care about your feelings. What happened to this whole Ben Shapiro? What happened? I mean, this is the woke right. When you're looking at cancel culture, like what they did with Coca-Cola, what they did with all these things where it's like you don't put your money to these companies because you don't agree with their social issues, that is a good way to kind of change the morality of the culture. But like, you have to admit you're doing what you're against, which is this cancel culture, right? Like, free speech is hate speech too. Like, it is what it is.
It's flipping sides now. Now there's cancel culture with them from 2020 onwards, and now it's flipped to the other side. You know, and again, you do that to create chaos and havoc and fighting, and you know, there's blood on your hands. Like I said, immediately we had all the, you know, I won't say MAGA, but the right side, the conservatives, saying there's blood on the liberals' hands, and we're like, we don't know that a liberal person did this. It could just be a black ops operation where they're not left and right, they're in the middle playing both sides.
Yeah,
you know,
no, and it's like completely obvious to anybody who has stepped out and stepped away from that, because I was definitely in the whole MAGA, Q, Trump, and there was this kind of black hole that I didn't want to go through. And I always thought about this. I like, what's his ties to Israel? Oh, what's that thing? Like, he's kind of weird with his money. He's making money off the side. What's the whole casino stuff? Did he get involved with blackmail with the Roy Cohn stuff? But once you start allowing yourself to open up to these conversations, you go, okay, let me just take a step back and ask, does Donald Trump know who I am, and does he care about me and my family? And if the answer is, I don't know, then maybe you should start looking down that road, you know?
Yeah.
Because like, honestly, Charlie Kirk didn't know you. He didn't know your family. He didn't care about you. The fact that you feel so emotional, like not you, but like there is a collective you out there that feels very emotional that we're even having this conversation, and there is a conspiracy about Charlie Kirk. It's like, you guys need to wake up. This guy doesn't care about you. They're doing it to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
They always have.
That's it. It's predictive programming for something down the road. You know, it's just I hate saying it's all a movie, but it is, but it's always been a movie, not just from 2020 onwards. Like, when you look back on it now and you're like, everything has been a movie. Everything's been scripted to put their agenda out, to instill fear, to move the narrative which way they want to move, even with just editing. Like, I can take my horror film that I've been working on and I add a little different type of music and I edit it differently. Now it's like a horror comedy.
Yeah.
Literally, it could be.
Yeah.
All I done is manipulated the clips and the emotion it invokes just with music. So that's sort of like my thought, you know. And now, actually, I want to ask your opinion on this, Greg. What's your opinion on Ben Shapiro taking over? Where people are like, why is he on this? He's going to take over. He's not a Christian. Right. He's not Catholic.
Well, and that's the whole thing, is like, who benefits? Who benefits
Israel
from Charlie Kirk dying? Right? Like, yes, he was kind of like opening his mind towards Israel and like the influence of Israel on American government. But I don't think he was against Israel. Not one bit. He was like coming out with a book like all about Israel and all this stuff. Like, Charlie Kirk was very pro-Israel. I don't think that that's and like, why would Israel put somebody on a roof and do this when they know that they're going to be the ones to get blamed? There is a theory. There is a theory there that they want to be blamed. They want to be the victims, because then it allows them to have our government and our Congress pass anti-Semitism laws, right?
More things. Yeah.
Because if you are the victim, you get help. And you always got to get help, right? Give us money. I mean, America is just passing another, $600 billion or $6 billion or some shit. 60 billion. There's a 6 in there somewhere, but it's billions of dollars that we're sending over to Israel just now. So we're working on doing that again.
And is Doge dead? Was Doge just Elon coming in and getting in to each one of these companies and taking on information he needed? Like, right. What was Doge about? Because they're just spending.
Honestly, I think it was to find money that they could spend on something else.
Yeah.
Like they found money that they saved and they literally put it into the Department of Defense. It was just a wash. It was like, okay, we'll put it over here now.
Is it called Department of War? What's it called now? They changed
Department of War.
of Defense.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were all supposed to get like these like digital whatever Doge checks, right? Never happened.
What?
And it's one of those things where that whole thing was a psyop too. Elon was just there to find out information. I think he was there to cover up information, to be honest.
That's what I was asking. That's what I was thinking. Sorry, that he was in there to cover up something, and then without the light shining on him, he turns to his left and goes, "Trump's a pedo. He's on the list." And I'm like,
right.
That's kind of harsh.
And here we go. This is who also benefits from Charlie dying. The Turning Point board has unanimously elected Erika Kirk as the new CEO and chair of the board. In prior discussions, Charlie expressed to multiple executives that this is what he wanted in the event of his death. He was 31 years old and he was talking about this shit. He's like, hey, if I die, give this whole company over to my wife. Right?
Not sus on that.
And look at how it opens. In Ecclesiastes, I honestly don't know how to say it. Ecclesiastes? How do you say that, Flex?
I can't even read it because it's blurry.
Oh, it says something about like this person in the Bible. King Solomon wrote that mankind is to be tested by God, right? King Solomon. So Solomon's Temple, Freemasons. I mean, it's right there, bro. The third temple.
All I have to say, folks, is coochie coochie coo. They got you. That's it. They just put it out there, reel people in to the point where we literally, as the weeks go on, we can have part 3, part 4, part 5 of this. And by each segment extending every week, 3-part series, 4-part series, it's only going to get more suspicious. Like, it's not like they've thrown out so much now that they can't backtrack. They can't backtrack and say it wasn't this kid. They can't backtrack and say, oh, we figured the bullet came from somewhere else. That's the exit wound. That's the story they told us. Just like the planes hit the building, Osama bin Laden did it, and the fuel melted the beams. And I remember hearing a guy say all that within the first 20 or 30 minutes. And we call them cryptic actors. And he was just reading off everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. And back then, I was like, yeah, it was, because we weren't privy to seeing how much of this is really scripted. So after 9/11, like I said earlier, I thought they would wake up a little bit and spread this shit out like Nutella. Spread it out. Enjoy it.
Nope.
Instead of gulping it down.
Yeah, they're condensing it. Okay.
Oh, big time. And Bangleson made a good point earlier saying, we always heard the number 17 quite a lot, and now we don't hear any 17.
Dude, I'm hearing it a lot. I'm hearing it a lot. Yeah. So Tyler Robinson, they found. So there was another footage. There was another video of another person, not Tyler Robinson, but another man on a different building 17 minutes before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. You also have... it was like a 17-minute walk or something to a place that like he dropped a gun.
Okay, interesting, because I honestly haven't heard the number 17 in a while.
Right. You'll notice the number 17 and the number 44 with death.
Oh.
So whenever there's a death, you'll always see numbers 17 and 44. And 17 is the number of Osiris because he apparently died on the 17th day. And 44, I think, is just gematria for murder. So whenever you see a death, those numbers tend to pop up.
I did not know that. I always thought 33 was associated with death, because any crime shows that I listen to a lot of crime podcasts. That 33 even pops up all the time. And it's not a conspiracy show. When I hear the host say it, I go, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
His court case started within 33 months of the actual offense. I'm like, there it is.
Yeah, well, 33 is, that's when Jesus died. That's when, water changes into vapor. So everything changes at 33. And so
the vertebrae of the spine.
Right.
It's 33.
But I mean, it's just the death at the age of 33. That's when you would transcend into your spiritual. And that's why, like, seeing all these 33s around Charlie Kirk's death, and he was such a spiritual man. That's what makes me think this might have been a ritual. It's like, we want to turn him into his spiritual self so that way he can contribute to a higher power or something. You know what I mean?
And what
like,
about the number 27 when they call it the 27 Club? You know,
dude,
like,
I don't know.
You don't know about that. They love their numbers.
They do. They do. It's freaking wild. But anyway, I think this is enough for today. I feel like we've dug deep. There's a lot of evidence. There's a lot of non-evidence. There's a lot of freaking made up shit, dude. This is a big old psyop. I don't buy it.
Yeah, it's getting, as I said earlier, retarded. It's getting full retard. It's just silly. It's silly.
It's getting bad.
And I hate using that word silly, but that's it. It's kind of like, really?
Well, hey.
Okay.
I think you're right. I think there's going to be a part 3 because the funeral's coming up. We definitely have to do a recap of that. And I want to see where Congress goes with this because this is just opening the floodgates to censorship and then, more control of the intelligence agency. So, anyway, Flex, you stay safe up there in Canada. Everybody else, stay steamy.